You get dressed with care, you choose beautiful clothes, but when you see the photo, you think, wow, it seems that I aged 10 years. That frustrates you because you know that you take good care of yourself, you have good taste, but something is sabotaging your appearance. The uncomfortable truth is this: it is not wrinkles or gray hair that make you look older in photos. They are tiny details that you do not even notice, but that shout tiredness even before you open your mouth. Today, you will see that 3 principles govern everything: vertical continuity, elongating neck and legs, V neckline, correct hem, column of color, visual resting point, solid background or large spaced print, gentle contrast, satin sheen, not mirrored, soft edges around the face. Each correction converses with one of these 3. Meryl Streep remains stunning because she discovered something that the majority ignore. Real elegance lives in the details that nobody can name, but everyone perceives. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. When you begin to apply these corrections, your friends will beg to know your secret. Mistake 1. The turtleneck trap. A tight high neckline creates shadow and shortens the neck. The line breaks because the fabric accumulates under the chin and steals lightness from the face. Helen Mirren avoids high necklines at events. Many of us have already been through this. You buy that beautiful blouse with high neckline, you feel sophisticated in the fitting room, but later in photos, it seems that you lost your neck. The camera accentuates that shadow under your chin, turning any woman into a less flattering version of herself. Therefore, the problem is not your age, it is your choice of neckline. 2 fingers do not fit? Replace with a medium V. Done. The medium V neckline elongates the neck instantly, creating a natural frame for your face. A white shirt with 2 open buttons works like magic when combined with a Y-shaped necklace. Matte fabrics for generous busts, ribbed V-knits for short necks. A high neckline can work if loose, in fine knit with hair tied back, neck visible. A neckline that elongates reduces visual noise near the face. When in doubt, do the 3-meter test. Move away from the mirror. If you see the neckline first, not the face, the piece cuts you. Replace high neckline with medium V and see the difference immediately. Done. But the second mistake is even more treacherous. It cheapens the reading of the look even when you are wearing expensive clothes. Mistake 2. The small print trap. Dense small prints vibrate and cheapen the reading of the look. The eye reads them as tiredness because it does not find visual resting points. Observe how Diane Keaton prioritizes large-spaced prints in her fashion choices. Many of us have already been through this. You wear that blouse with delicate little flowers, thinking that it looked romantic, but in the photos, it appears as a pixelated blur. Black and white selfie turned into a stain? The camera accentuates this visual noise like a screen out of sync, confusing the gaze and cheapening the reading of the look instantly. Solid fabrics in tones such as navy, sand, or caramel create an instantly sophisticated base. If you love prints, choose large florals in which the motif occupies at most 30% of the surface. The 70-30 proportion rule is sacred. If reversed, you are wearing wallpaper. Small print works in low contrast, motif nearly the same tone as the background. Less visual noise means more rest for the eyes. Nail rule. If the motif is smaller than your thumbnail, it is too small for most cameras. Replace small print with solid or large-spaced motif. Done. If it helps, save for the fitting room. The third mistake is the one that irritates me the most. Elegant women fall into this trap thinking that they are being sophisticated. Mistake 3. The fake shine trap. Plastic shine reflects everything that you do not want to show. The line breaks because it works like a cruel mirror, highlighting textures and imperfections. Observe how Catherine Zeta-Jones prioritizes fabrics with subtle shine on red carpets. You know that moment when you dress for a special occasion and in photos you look like a disco ball? Flash turned reflector? The eye reads plastic shine as something that transforms any woman into a used disco that reflects everything wrong. Prefer matte satin or crepe. Matte satin, crepe, and high-twist viscose create that satin sheen sophisticated that whispers elegance instead of screaming for attention. The secret is choosing fabrics that have movement and fluidity, not plastic rigidity. Shine. If you want sequins, prefer micro satin matte satin. Satin sheen favors the texture of skin instead of competing with it. Satin, not mirror. Why in the photo does it seem worse? The camera flattens depth and increases local contrast. That is why tight neckline, small print, and mirrored shine way more in the image than in real life. By correcting those three, the face returns to lead the gaze. Before continuing, does every piece pass the rich test? R. Repeatability. Can it give me 3 combinations with what I already own? I. Intention. Does it work day-night work by just changing a layer or accessory? C. Cut. Are shoulders, darts, and hemline in place? H. Harmony. Is it 70% neutrals plus 30% texture or satin sheen for my palette? If it fails the rich test, it does not deserve a place in my wardrobe. Which of these do you commit without noticing most? Comment 1 through 3 and tag someone who needs to see number 4. Now comes the mistake that ruins even very expensive outfits, and 90% of women do not even suspect they are making. Mistake 4. The wrong hem sabotage. A hem at the wrong length shortens legs and breaks proportion. The camera accentuates that visual cut that interrupts the line of the legs. Notice how Victoria Beckham prioritizes impeccably adjusted hems at events. Many of us have already been through this. You buy a perfect pair of pants, but the hem ends up just about there, and you decide that is fine. Sit. The hem should not ride up too much, revealing socks. The result is to look as though you grew inside the clothes or are wearing borrowed pieces. Straight pants, kiss the instep. Wide leg covers half of the foot. Straight jeans, 1 to 2 centimeters above, cropped at the ankle bone. A cheap hem adjustment rejuvenates more than buying a brand new expensive piece. Elongate in 2 steps. Low vamp shoe in the tone of the pants or skin. Avoid breaks. Light pants with dark shoes cut the leg. The 5th mistake is the one that angers me the most, because intelligent women do this without noticing, and they destroy the natural delicacy of their arms. Mistake 5. The killer sleeve trap. A sleeve that ends at the elbow cuts the arm in its widest part. The eye reads that as making everything above appear voluminous. Observe how Kate Middleton prioritizes sleeves that avoid cutting at the elbow in official appearances. Many of us have already been through this. You wear a blouse with 3/4 sleeves thinking that it looked modern, but in photos it seems as though the arms were cut. The elegant 3/4 sleeve reveals the wrist, the most delicate part of the arm. The wrist suggests lightness and movement. The elbow suggests rigidity. For arms with looseness, fabrics with body such as crepe work better than clingy knits. The cut point in the correct place defines the silhouette better. Fold 1 finger above the elbow and show the wrist. Done. Now comes a mistake that even women with personal stylists commit, and it is invisible until you see it in photos. Mistake 6. The misplaced crossbody trap. A strap crossing the bust creates a diagonal that increases volume. The camera accentuates this optical illusion that pushes the bust forward and flattens posture. Observe how Penelope Cruz prioritizes handbags that define the waist at gala events. Many of us have already been through this. You choose a practical crossbody thinking about comfort, but end up looking like you are wearing a poorly placed sash. Bag at hand, height on the hip, strap at the waist. The result comes from the diagonal creating an illusion that pushes the bust forward. When the bag sits at the waist, it defines your silhouette instead of competing with it. Medium structured handbags with a base of 26 to 30 centimeters work best. Combine bag color with shoe or pants to create continuous visual line. Crossbody. If indispensable, height at hand on the hip. And now we reach the final mistake. This one is devastating because it attacks your face in 2 different ways at the same time. Mistake 7. The fatal double that hardens everything. Hard lip liner plus heavy glasses create a severe frame. The eye reads rigid edges as a permanently serious expression, even when you are happy. Observe how Anne Hathaway prioritizes softer contours after her earliest red carpet events. Many of us have already been through this. You outline lips thinking that it will look more defined and choose a statement frame, but end up looking like an irritated version of yourself. Smile. If the frame touches your cheek, it is too heavy. The line breaks when hard contours fight the natural curves of the mouth, while heavy frames pull the face downward. Diffuse pencil as translucent frame. Use pencil in the shade of the lip, smudged, followed by satin lipstick. Translucent frames in champagne or thin metal in soft gold serve as a delicate frame. Soft edges flatter the face instead of competing with it. Slightly upward shapes, for example a gentle cat eye, lift the gaze without weighing it down. Use diffuse pencil and light frame that does not touch the cheek. Fitting room guide. Since you're going to save this video for use during shopping, let me give you the exact script so that you never make these errors again. In just 2 minutes in the fitting room, you can apply all the 7 mistakes I have just taught. Print this list or save it on your phone and always carry it with you. First test. Collar. Place 2 fingers between any collar and your skin. If they do not fit easily, the piece is too tight and will create that shadow that makes one look older. Discard immediately. Second test. Print. Take a black and white selfie of the print with your phone. If it turns into an undefined gray smear, it means that it is too tiny and will vibrate in photos. Avoid that piece. Third test. Shine. Use the phone flash to test the fabric. If it becomes like a traffic reflector, it is plastic shine that will highlight everything you do not want to show. Seek matte satin or crepe. Fourth test. Hem. Sit and stand several times in the fitting room. The hem must not rise too much, revealing socks or creating strange gaps. If it does, it needs lengthening. Fifth test. Sleeve. Fold the sleeve 1 finger above the elbow and reveal the wrist. If it ends at or below the elbow, it will cut your arm in the worst place. Sixth test. Bag. If it is a bag with long strap, place your hand on your hip and see if the bag sits at that height. If it sits in the middle of the torso, it will create a diagonal that pushes the bust forward. Seventh test. Glasses. Smile in the mirror with the frame on. If it touches your cheek, it is too heavy, will mark your skin, and will pull your face downward. 3-meter silhouette test. Take 3 steps back. If you see first your silhouette plus your face, and not collar, print, shine, you got it right. Now do this with me. Hand on the neckline to feel whether it breathes. Run your hand over the print to see whether it breathes. Simulate a flash on the fabric. Touch the ankle to verify the hem. Hand on the hip for the bag position. These 5 gestures in front of the mirror are worth more than a complete wardrobe overhaul. High neckline becomes V neckline. Sleeve adjusted in the correct position. Bag regulated at the waist. Years fall from the look instantly. Small print becomes navy solid. Plastic shine becomes matte satin. Your skin gains luminosity that no cream promises. The truth is that you already have everything that you need. You were simply using it wrong. Each correction is an act of self-love, because an elegant woman is built through small daily choices. It is not about hiding your age, it is about commanding the focus. 7 adjustments, 5 seconds each, and the gaze returns to you. Quick metric. Compare 3 selfies, front, profile, seated, before and after. Observe neck, leg line, and eye area. If the gaze goes first to you, and not to the clothes, you got it right. Do you accept the 7 out of 7 challenge? Photograph 7 looks only with elegant swaps and comment 7 out of 7 when you finish. If this video helped you, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You deserve to feel incredible every single day.